You're listening to Combat Radio with Ethan Dettenmaler, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you guys?
Pretty good. Going down.
I'm sorry about the delay. We're having a little bit of an issue. We're in a new studio for the first time, and it's basically World War III around us. But with us on the phone is two of my favorites, Coolio and Jarez, musicians. How you guys been?
We've been good.
Now, I understand that you guys are out in Vegas full time now.
Yeah.
So I guess I have two questions. How soon can we visit you, and what is actually going on out there?
Come on now. We got a lot of things going on right now. I'll let Cool tell you all about it.
Well, we we working on something here in Vegas. We're trying to work on a really big show. I can't divulge all the information because it's kind of top secret. But it's really big, though. Number two, the cookbook comes out in November. So get ready for that.
I'll need an autographed copy.
That's cooking for Coolio? Yeah. Cooking with Coolio?
Yes. Cooking with Coolio.
Awesome. that comes out in November?
Absolutely.
You're getting a lot of...
I'm gonna be gone a lot in November, so you might want to come in October.
Yeah, no, I can make it before Halloween, I'm sure.
Maybe do Halloween.
Right. That's what I like.
Yeah.
No, this Cooking with Coolio is like lighting it up, man. Not only is it huge on the internet, but man, we've seen you on the Craig Ferguson show, we've seen you on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and you guys are making some noise.
About Wendy Williams.
Oh yeah, Wendy Williams. Well, I can't forget about Wendy Williams. I don't want the phone call later.
We're doing the Monique show pretty soon too.
Yeah. No, Coolio, did you always cook? I mean, if you cooked since you were young, I mean, where did this?
Yeah, well, I always cooked, but as I started to get older, I developed a refined palate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started. I started eating food, and I started missing my mother's cooking. My mother passed away, and so for many years I used to eat just to live. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really enjoy my food. So at some point, started having a little money. I was like, man, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You got to start enjoying your food again. So I just started recreating my mother's recipes and taking out a heart attack out of it.
So Cooking with Coolio, this cookbook is basically based it's inspired, like your mom still lives in a sense because now you've got this cookbook that she's probably contributed to in the way that you cook.
Well, a lot of the recipes, and I think maybe my basic structure for cooking things, you know what I'm saying? I have a base that I use, but most of the recipes are, for me and Jarez, just brainstorming.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorites?
Well, I could tell them. One of my favorites is definitely the soul rolls. The soul rolls is similar to like Asian rolls, but with soul.
That's awesome. What's in it?
You can either do ground beef or ground turkey. Definitely the Asian wraps. You got cabbage, cheese, and what really sets it off is the seasoning that we use for it. And we have this awesome dip for it. It's a peach and barbecue based dip. It'll knock your socks off.
Man, it sounds like it.
That sounds good.
I think I can make it today, actually, if I hurry after the show. Yeah, I think I can make it in about 3.5 hours if I really punch it. But that's something, that sauce, and that's something you guys created?
Yeah, definitely. It's a crowd favorite.
We got to get you
I like the, is it this, am I right? Your ribs are too short to box for God?
Yeah, they're too short.
Yeah, I like it, yeah. That's our short rib recipe. It's called Your Ribs is Too Short to Box for God.
You can't forget about that karate meat either, man.
Yeah, the karate meat, also the drunk chicken.
Well, I'm a big fan of drunk chicken. What's the karate meat? I don't think I've heard that.
Well, that's super top secret. We can't.
Oh, you can't?
You gotta wait for the book for that.
You gotta get the book for that, yeah.
It definitely, it undoubtedly has some kick to it, no doubt, though.
Oh, yeah.
So when are they going to start opening a place for you? Coolio, you need a restaurant, man. Both of you guys need a restaurant. Can we make that?
It's coming. It's coming. Cool Cafe. The restaurant is coming.
Yes. Win.
Cafe.
Win. I'm all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the first thing we're gonna do before we actually do the restaurant, we're gonna do the online restaurant where you don't go to the restaurant the house for you.
Oh, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Mm-hmm. I could tell you all about it, but you got to wait to tell you about this one because it's pretty simple. It's like catering, but instead of or it's like takeout, but instead of like regular takeout, you call up and a waiter comes to you. Pretty much, they bring you the food, they serve you if you like, or you can do it takeout, or you can if you call a day in advance, you can have it catered. I mean, for up to like 25 people, and we're gonna do it just like that, and we're gonna keep the prices reasonable. Probably a little bit less than your basic than your going out to a restaurant, and it's gonna be hella fun. You're gonna pick your wine. You can do it online. You can do it over the phone, and that's something that we actually working on right now. We're gonna start it off in Vegas, and then we're gonna go city.
No, that is a good deal. I was going to ask if there's some sort of special events type packaging where we can get not just the food, but you, Coolio, to show up together.
Oh, that'd be a little bit expensive.
I was going to say, I know.
That's gonna take it out of most people's price range.
If you want to show up and then me play the sax, that's gonna be something.
But anything is possible. Money talks. BS do a 9 flat and 100.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, are there any? Is there a opportunity for us to check this out? I mean, where can we go to check out this online? Is it available anywhere, or is there?
No, we're building the model right now. So,
nice.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
Yeah.
If you're in another state before we get to your state, you also can order something that we can we'll package it for you, flash freeze it for you. You can buy a whole week's worth of meals. We'll flash freeze it. It'll be like TV dinners, but you ain't never had a TV dinner like that. It's more like a theater. It's more like a theater dinner.
Yes, like a Hollywood bowl box.
IMAX.
The IMAX?
Yeah, IMAX. There you go. IMAX dinner. You know what I'm saying? You got to wear a radioactive suit. Shaka Zulu, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make that food that rush up on you and grab you and shake you up, man, and just try to take you to another place. We base most of our concepts. Most of our concepts are based in seasoning, and it's all about the seasoning. We don't use a lot of salt. We don't use a lot of pepper. We use a lot of fresh ingredients, and we let the natural juices. We figured out a way to enhance the natural juices of most things, like the natural juices from a vegetable or from a particular meat that you like. We don't really cook a lot of pork. Actually, we don't cook any pork at all. Pork. If you want some pork, that's by special request.
Why is pork by special request?
Because we don't eat pork.
All right, I got
so
you.
We don't really cook it. We don't eat ostrich, so we don't really cook that, but you can get that too. Neither, we don't eat alligator meat either. But we try to use a lot of clean, healthy things. We don't cook a lot of. We like fish, but we don't cook a lot of fish that have a lot of fat. That have fatty deposits in them. We cook more stuff that's really clean and not fishy tasting.
Mm.
Like a bassa or maybe a tilapia, something like that. Now we will cook some salmon. Me personally, I'm not really a big fan of salmon, nor am I a fan of catfish, which is unusual for a black man. But Jarez, he handles that department.
Oh yeah, I'll get with that. Yeah.
I love catfish, though. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Can you?
Catfish.
Yeah.
Make my nature rise. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Who wrote it? Who's the block? Come on, quick.
The James Gang.
Four Tops.
I was going to say the Ohio Players, actually. Four Tops.
It's okay.
That's all right.
I'm a virtual plethora of miscellaneous information.
No, that's okay. So let's see.
I know my music. Actually, we're we're gonna pretty soon. We're gonna take the cooking show to television. We're working on something with that right now. We're also gonna take it to television in England. It's looking good, man. We're gonna do for.
Hey, Coolio, Jarez.
Hey, we lost you
back in combat.
No, it's okay. You know,
back on the front lines again.
You know what? We were just inundated with so many listeners were tuning in to hear about the cooking that I think our system crashed.
Wow. Okay, now check this one out. As I was saying, I think before we got dropped, I'm a big fan of Ratatouille.
Yeah.
You know what Ratatouille is? Right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Film?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody can cook, and this is absolutely true. Anybody can cook if you follow a set procedure of doing something. It's pretty much it's like putting a table together that you buy from IKEA or something. Well, let me take that back. Not IKEA. That you buy from Chanel. IKEA stuff. Let me give people a couple of tips. If you buy something from IKEA, there's nothing really wrong with it. Okay, there's two things you can do. When you put it together, you can use some Gorilla Glue or some Crazy Glue to put it on the screw-in part so that it won't loosen up. Or if you have this kind of time, every 3 months you got to tighten up all your bolts and screws, and your IKEA stuff will last. Okay, now getting back to cooking. we do a lot of freestyle. Actually, where were we over the weekend? I was in Boulder, Colorado, and I was hanging out with some college kids. I just happened to go by their place because me and the guy that was driving me around, he was taking me to the store, and he had to stop at home and get something. Well, right when I walked in, one of his friends was making some chicken breast. And, I started watching him cook and everything. I was like, man, what you about to make with this chicken? I'm just gonna grill it. He's like, I'm just gonna grill it. Actually, he said, I'm just gonna pan fry it a little bit. I said, well, why pan fry when you can fly high? So I started looking through his cabinets and through his refrigerator, and I made a recipe called Boulder peanut butter freestyle chicken. Mm. Basically what I did is I went through his stuff, looked at what he had, and I made him a peanut butter sauce. I pretty much made something from nothing. Well, let me tell you something. By the time those chicken breasts got done, I also made him some Heavenly Ghetto garlic bread.
Heavenly Ghetto? Whoa.
Yeah. That's Heavenly Ghetto garlic bread. with extra cholesterol and heart attack.
Loving it.
I actually got that. I'm not going to take credit for that recipe for the garlic bread. I got that from a chef that works in the Sunrise Cafe inside the Palms in Las Vegas about 7 years ago.
Coolio, I think I got a little chicken in my refrigerator. I don't know what you guys are doing later. You guys want to come by?
This is how you do freestyle chicken. You got in your cabinets, and that's what you base your sauce on. So he had some peanut butter, some honey, some syrup, some hot sauce, some mustard, and of course he had pepper and salt and that, whatever. So I mixed all that stuff together and made a sauce. That sounds good. And let me tell you something. By the time the chicken was done, they went from having about 5 people in the house. We stretched 4 pieces of chicken breast between 20 people.
Oh my gosh!
Kidding me?
Wow.
It was like Jesus feeding the multitude with 2 loaves of bread and a fish.
What's the secret, man? How did you make it? How did you extend it to 20 people? What'd you stuff in there?
Oh, we just gave everybody a little bit. That's all. A little bit. Some bits go a long way, man.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So where can people? What's that?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, where can people find these recipes will be available in your cookbook, but where can people buy the cookbook coming in November? Do you know yet? Is there like a cookingwithcoolio.com or?
Well, not only the Coolio.com, but you can. It's going to be in Borders, online, Universal iBooks, everywhere where books are sold is going to be.
Yeah, all your major bookstores will carry it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's a major situation going on right here. Cool's Cafe, Coolio, Cooking with Coolio, and Cookbook is pretty big right now.
And we still do music too.
Do you?
Still do music.
Yeah, we still do music too.
What's coming up
So
musically?
we're working on. We got a new album coming to the stores in about. We're coming online. It's actually. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in stores this time, because we're totally independent now.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be able to go online. The new album is called Bottom to the Top.
Bottom to the top, just like life.
You're listening to Combat Radio with Ethan Dettenmeyer, right here on LA Talk Radio.